In the year 2024, the MMA landscape is in shambles. The same formulaic content is getting posted over and over with the exact same ideas that are just getting repeated over and over by Lucas Tracy and MMA Guru. And I'm frankly sick of it. Just these same European, like Romanian dudes are just mass producing this bullshit. And I can't let them do this no longer. In 2025, WM Sports will be campaigning for ideas to help the MMA community and just help grow just like the sport, because my growing platform of over 20 subscribers is here to change things around here, you know? So in this video, I'm just going to be going over my overall ideas, and yeah, you might get angry in this presentation, you might get a little shocked, maybe a little angry, but hear me out. I think you guys should just like stick through it. I am a philosopher when it comes to MMA shit, so let's just hop right into it. So Davidson Figueiredo should get a title shot. I know a lot of people are going to spew. Look at Ariel Helwani in the bottom left corner. This is you, if you're saying this. Kai or Royval deserves it better. You have to give it to the contenders who are getting wins in the flyweight division. First of all, Figueiredo has a win over Pantoja already. That fight has history between it, and both of these guys know how hard of a fight it is. And the hardcore fans know how close of a fight it would be if they rematched today. Figueiredo had I think it was a 3-fight win streak before losing to Jan, and people will say, oh, he lost to Jan, why give him an immediate title shot after doing that? I say because it's Peter Yan. He was on a 3-fight win streak before that, and there's really no one else for Pantoja to fight in the division, and you might go back to that Ariel Helwani. Kai or Royval might get the shot, that would be cool, but who wants to see Royval get his 3rd shot against Pantoja? And Kai has beat Urseg once, and are we really going to give him the shot after that? I think the Pantoja versus Figueiredo matchup is probably one of the closest matchups you can make in the flyweight division right now. I think it would be fireworks, and I just think that giving Kai Kara France a title shot after one win just kind of makes the flyweight division keep on doing what it's doing. And yeah, I just think, like, if you want to be sensible about it, like, you give time for the flyweight division to grow contenders, have them fight each other. I would have preferred Kai versus Manel Cap, but they decided Manel Cap versus Royval was a fight they were going to do, which, you know, it's fine. But I just think that Figueiredo would give Pantoja his, like, toughest fight yet. And I know Urseg was, like, a pretty tough fight, but Pantoja is a more granite chin Urseg with stronger strikes, in my opinion. So Figgy is petite enough to make flyweight again. A lot of people will say he's old, but he is 5'5". When you look at him, he is Joshua Van's height. He's straight up a midget. He is small for the flyweight division. But he would put up an amazing fight against Figueiredo. Right, against Pantoja. And yeah, so this fight needs to happen. A lot of people will argue otherwise, and I have seen very little support online about the Figueiredo title shot. So go tell your mom. Go tell your grandma right now. Go pause the video and go tell your grandma about the Figueiredo title shot. We need to let people know. We need people to mass spread this. So Figueiredo gets his title shot, because losing to Jan isn't really that big of a deal. It isn't like a detriment where he should work his way up again. So that's my argument for that. Let's move on. Yeah, make the transition. Hunter Cambell would be just so much less of a headache than Dana White. Dana White is just this old disgruntled Bostonite who's just sitting up in a podium giving his opinions like he's sitting in a bar with his friends. It's like Dana White, he's so and I know, like, I'm sounding like a fucking HR person saying he's like so unprofessional, but like he's a fight promoter who like goes to the press conferences and just like shits on his fighters. And he's like so autistic where he thinks he can gaslight the fans into like pushing narratives that he likes, and it's just so stupid. Dana White at this point of his career is just kind of chilling, like taking all the credit that Hunter Cambell's doing behind the scenes and just like being kind of a nuisance to the company. I think Hunter Cambell is just ready to do it by now. I think even though the press conferences would be a lot less entertaining, which would be a detriment to MMA YouTube, I do think that Hunter Cambell would just be a lot more drama-free. I think he would promote the fighters completely fairly. I don't think he would just be pushing these stupid ass narratives like Dana White was. And it's just like Dana White, like, it's not even his opinion. Like, his opinions are so bad. Like, it wouldn't even be bad if his opinions were right, because like people like call it like it is person. But Dana White, he's just autistic with his takes recently. He's getting older. I don't know. He's with OnlyFans models. I think we just let Dana do his thing. Let him do the Conor McGregor shit. Let him retire. Let Hunter Campbell run everything. He's already been doing that for the past like 10 years. So yeah, I don't think anything would change other than press conferences. I low-key would miss the press conferences though. Dana White would be it is so much more entertaining than this wet bag of milk, but it will go a lot more smoothly with Hunter Campbell as the person. So yeah. Next, when you see a fighter, I say harass them now, especially when it's Merab Dvalishvili. The thing is, I think a lot of these fighters, they need to build self-control. I think it's the fans' responsibility to teach them these lessons in life. And I think the more we test them and test their self-control, the better human beings they become. And I think it helps everyone. It's a good look on you. And I think if you shout as loudly as possible that Merab's a little goblin midget at him, and I think if everyone starts doing it, I think it would be really funny to see Merab's head explode and just fucking like get frantic over all the people that's shouting just like insults at him. So I think we need to just keep on harassing fighters. If they actually try like fighting you, like Merab will definitely do that. I think you should immediately start acting like you have a disability. I don't know what that would be. I think it's whatever you're best at acting at. Like if you need to pretend you're a little autistic, you can try that. I think it's a little harder to pull off than usual if you're screaming insults beforehand. But if I were you, I would just like play off that. What would I would do if I'm in that situation? I would just immediately like pretend. I would just pretend I was dead. Yeah, no, that's what you should do. If Merab starts running at you, pretend you're dead. Pretend you're autistic. And if he does anything, take that back, because Merab is a retard. And yeah, all of these fighters are kind of stupid. And I think the more we do this, the more self-control we build. So it's honestly self-help. And yeah, so those are all my ideas for 2025. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like the video. I'm not going to say I'm going to daily upload, because if you look at my schedule, or just like my upload schedule, it's horrendous. So I'm going to try to daily upload. So I think you should stick around in this 2025, where I'll be, growing. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.